So we're here with Marty Hartman, who is the Executive Director of Mary's Place. Hi, Marty.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Our question for you, first of all, is what is the mission of Mary's Place?
The mission of Mary's Place is that no child will sleep outside.
And how bad of a problem is that?
We have about 2,300 families that are sleeping outside, and it is our dream that all of them would have a place inside with a warm bed.
So this time of year is probably pretty intense for you because the weather is colder and a lot of holiday stuff going on. Do you have a specific goal for this holiday season?
We do. Mary's Place is running a campaign, a No Child Sleeps Outside campaign, and our goal is to raise $2 million to open up a brand new shelter. We know that we can do this, bring 75 family members inside and move 300 families out of that shelter this year into housing.
Now, when a family comes to you, what's the whole process when somebody finds themselves with nowhere to live and they find you? What's the whole process of it?
Yeah, it's kind of like winning the lotto. They find our number, they call, they get on a list. We try to help them get placed tonight in shelter. We have 560 beds, but we also work with all of the other county providers that are filling beds for children tonight, but simply there aren't enough. And so if you're not lucky enough to make it into shelter and win the lotto, then Mary's Place will go out and visit you in your car. And so we have a diversion specialist that will simply meet you there and ask you what will it take to move you into housing today. So we're doing everything possible to meet every family where they are and bring them inside.
And in your experience, why are a lot of your clients homeless in the first place? How did they come to this point?
Yeah, I think there's probably about three main reasons. One is that medical condition that you didn't plan on. We have a lot of sick kids that are needing chemo, dialysis, babies on feeding tubes that have been released from the hospital, but their families gave up everything and don't have anywhere to go and are living in their cars close to the hospital. We also have a lot of domestic abuse in this community, and there are not enough shelters. In fact, a domestic violence shelter closed this year. And so we're seeing that people fleeing, living in their cars, staying hidden, invisible, so that nobody can find them. And then we have the rise of rent, right? Everybody knows the cost of rent, the high cost of living, and oftentimes it's that $100 increase in rent that will put a family out because they just simply don't have a safety net.
Do you have an idea of how statistically, because I know that this, every time I hear this statistic, and it changes as the years go by, but what percentage of Americans, or even people here in the Seattle area, are one paycheck away from being in their cars? Are there statistics like that? I know it's pretty
high
high
number, and I don't know that percentage. What I do know is that $100 increase in rent will put 15% of the people in the city into homelessness.
Wow.
32% of people in the suburbs will lose their home because they just can't make a $100 increase. It's a lot of families outside.
So what can the people watching this video and our listeners to 94.1 The Sound, what can they do to help Mary's Place and your mission to get these people out of homelessness?
There's so much you can do, but right now, give online, nochildsleepsoutside.org. $17 a night will bring a child inside. That is a life-saving gift that everyone can make possible. Simply, how many kids do you want to bring inside?
Wow.
You
That's
know,
a pizza.
yeah.
You know, you order a pizza or get a kid off the street tonight.
We have a great party coming up on December 20th where we need about 1,000 volunteers. It's called our Holly Jolly Party for all families experiencing homelessness to bring their children. Children get to shop for their parents, parents shopping for their kids. Santa will be there, free pictures. People will get all new outfits on December 20th. We need volunteers. Sign up at marysplaceseattle.org. We would love to have you there working beside our families to give them a Holly Jolly holiday.
That sounds like a great event.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, it's either man and woman power or money are the two things you need.
That's right.
All right.
Bring them in, bring them home. You can do it.
All right. We will put the links to everything that Marty has just told you about on this webpage, and I hope we get some help for you here. And thank you for all the work you do. Amazing.
Well, thank you for being our lifesavers. You really, truly are. We are so grateful.
Marty Hartman from Mary's Place.